Hey guys, welcome on to yet again to another Pokemon Showdown sweep. I'm Mr. Lucky Luke, and today's one we got ourselves a Tinkaton sweep. Now, Tinkaton is it's a little fairy steel type, and has a huge hammer, which I'm pretty sure King DDT is not gonna like the one, from Kirby. But yeah, I don't know why I have to do anything, but yeah, but yeah, Tinkaton is a very interesting Pokemon. It's one of the few it's actually, surprisingly, this is a second Fairy and Steel type Pokemon in the new generation. Obviously, because if you don't know, obviously in the older games, the only Fairy and the Fairy and Steel type Pokemon would be Klefki, right? Yeah, exactly. Or then again, we have never mind. We have Zacian and Magearna. You know what? They don't count. They don't count. So yeah, so you clearly only have Cliff. Okay, seriously, I don't know why it gets to be a Fairy and Steel type, but yeah, as the only one of the other Pokemon that is more of a natural Pokemon that is Fairy and Steel type, it is Klefki. So then again, it's a very more of a supported Pokemon. I'm not saying Tinkaton is a supported sweeper, but it's a very interesting Pokemon, and we're going to be using Tinkaton as the one. So yeah, in this game, not obviously for most of it, Tinkaton is a very interesting Pokemon. It has a very interesting stat. It gets 105 for special defense for for reasons. It's really a pretty decent one. Then the other stats is kind of barren because it gets only 97 for speed, 85 for HP, which is pretty, I mean, it's not the worst, but pretty decent, I guess. Then its stat from its physical attack, which is 75, its physical defense, which is 77, and then its special attack, which is 70, I guess. But yeah, this Pokemon is a very kind of an unaware, kind of confusing Pokemon, because with the stat, you should have assumed it would have been more of a physical attacker, but in this one, it's more of a tanky one. So we're going to be using, obviously, trying to get the use of its physical moves, and we're going to be trying to use one of its signature move, which is GIGATON Hammer, which is a strong steel type move. It does 160, 160 base power move, which is absolutely huge. But here's a twist. You can't. It says here can't be used twice in a row. So you can't spam Gigaton Hammer if you're obviously going to be using this one. So it is quite a decent speedy one, but it doesn't have the greatest stats on its physical attack. So we will be trying to figure out a strategy to use this one. And I came up with a little strategy, kind of a little bit, but I wanted to try this one out and show you people how exactly to run this one if you want to try this out for yourself. And exactly what happened. So this was against FRG43G. I don't know how to say fully, but yeah. This one was the first against him. I'm not sure what this team was. I think it was also trying to do some sort of sweep. This battle, I'm going to say right here, is probably the luckiest Tinkaton sweep. And obviously we only have a 1-1. We only have a 1 battle one because I've tried a couple sets and I don't want to redo another one. So this will be a 1 sweep. So sorry. It's gonna just happen. So yeah, it's something I just don't want to re-upload too many sweeps and put up too many of them. So yeah, I'll be understandable. So yeah, so we versus it against his Driplim, which we all have seen one of those before. Or have we seen a Driplim? It's so rare for me to see one. So yeah, leaving things up with my Ampharos. This one was an interesting one because I really like I said, I mean, this Ampharos set wasn't really much of a like it has to be anything like specifically good or not. It is just a static dragon tail, thunder wave, electro web, and I believe what else is it? I think it had a different move. I believe. I'm not sure. I forgot what it actually. I think it actually forgot one of the moves. I don't know which one it is, but yeah. But yeah, they're going to keep using minimizing. I'm pretty sure they're going to try Baton Pass their stats into a different Pokemon. I would not allow that to happen, so I'm going to for Dragon Tail and Mist. And they're going to keep using their minimizing until they're just going to swap into their next Pokemon. And I'm not going to allow that to happen. So you know what, people? It's time. it's time for us to bring out the Tinkaton and pretty much get through this battle without getting swept back. And I was trying to be nice, and this opponent was really nice. So there won't be much salt, but there will be a lot of luck. Alright, enjoy the Tinkaton. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the Tinkaton sweep there, and I can't believe it actually got the sweep there, and hope you guys enjoy this one. Now, let me explain this Tinkaton build, and let me explain how exactly I was able to run this one, and show you what exactly how you run this Tinkaton set. But yeah, this one is a very kind of interesting and very lucky battle. First of all, the opponent, I don't know why they didn't Terra. I'm pretty sure they were trying to Terra something, but I don't know what they were trying to do, but they wouldn't really Terra anything, but you know what, it didn't matter because, you know, I'm pretty sure that, you know, I'm pretty sure they would have actually almost lost there. I was actually very lucky at one point on the battle, that really lucky enough to get the sweep, or actually two lucky moments, but yeah. So, first of all, I was lucky enough to outsmart myself and thinking, well, first of all, they're gonna probably have a sand rushing houndstone, yeah, pretty much. Then I was thinking, okay, how can I counter that? Because it has 5 turns for the sand. I was thinking maybe if I do this, if I protect myself on the first turn, obviously finish off the Terrans on the next one, which gives you 3 turns, using protect on the next one, and then I pretty much switch my Ampharos, maybe protecting, trying to get it like a paralyzed or something like that. I could attempt myself to try to take the risk, and then protect myself to get rid of the sand, and then it's all reliant on getting the Gigaton hammer to KO it with one shot, and very luckily I got a critical hit on the last one. I'm not sure if that mattered or not, but I was predicting that that did really matter, and with the Terra type steel with the plus on the process, I'm pretty sure that critical hit would have actually mattered in this sweep, because I'm not sure if that one I'm not sure if that crit would matter or not, but I'm gonna predict say yes it is. So yeah, let me explain this one and let me show you exactly how how I was able to run this one. This might be a little bit of a set I was kind of a little bit stalled a bit from another YouTuber that, don't worry, I'm not stealing the entire set, but I just plays it with a little bit more fun one. So yeah, I run this one as a max attack, max speed with adamant nature for the Tinkaton with adamant nature as said with 4 for HP. We got a Swords Dance, Gigaton Hammer, Protect, and Rock Tomb set. So yeah, we have Swords Dance to increase our attack by 2 stages. Protect in case, there's any priority Pokemon comes in, like Fake Out, or any of those Pokemon that wants to, like, predict a one of those, like, or just, like, just to use to predict in case I want to see whatever the type of move they want to use on, in their set. So yeah. So I have Gigaton for my strongest Steel type move, and then I have Rock Tomb in case there's like a Fire type or something like that comes up out of nowhere, or like something that is resist to the Steel type, like in that example, like let's say I think there would be like a Fire type will be resisted to it, obviously, and then we have what else is resisted to it? I'm pretty sure ground type as well. So fire and ground type will be a huge counter with the set. I'm pretty sure. Maybe. Let me think about anything else. Steel type as well. It's also resist to steel type. So fire and steel type could be a huge counter with that one. So I'm thinking maybe I can add like Rock Tomb to drop their speed and potentially maybe use Gigaton Hammer, because Gigaton Hammer is my only strongest move enough to take out a resisted Pokemon, and Rock Tomb is there for like Pokemon like let's say like Charizard or something like who is a flying and fire type more likely, or maybe something that is just something that is more weak against it. And this set is really based around making sure I'm outspeeding most of the Pokemon, and yeah, I hope that was a pretty much a good explanation for Zayla. So yeah, this thing has Mold Breaker, own tempo, and pickpocket. So yeah, this one is a little bit of a complicated for me to figure out. I was thinking of, what can I exactly run with this set? I mean, I was thinking, should I run a pickpocket set to maybe see whatever the item they're running? Maybe I can see if they're running like a leftover set that can potentially help me a little bit more bulk, a little bit more HP in case they're getting damage. Own tempo to immune myself getting confused, or immune to getting intimidated, because if if there's any Pokemon who wants to set it using like Growl, only on this channel, or stuff like moves that can drop my attack by 1 stage, maybe that could be another one, which is a really annoying one because we have to get a much attack boost, like get a couple Swords Dance boost in order to guarantee to like do some solid damage to the opponent. But then again, without the stat, I'm pretty sure Gigaton Hammer would do lots of damage to the opponent and potentially even one-shot it. But you can't be sure about everything, so yeah. And also, this Pokemon is not exactly super fast, so I gave it a Salak Berry in case there's any Pokemon who would drop me from below HP by red, which obviously could help me a lot. Another one thing I wanted to think about is that the reason why I run Protect instead of like Substitute, because here's the thing: you use Substitute, obviously, that can work, but then you have to figure out, like, you have to obviously withstand 4 moves of a Pokemon. Like, let's say like this: if a Pokemon comes in, obviously he has like, let's say like this team has like, this person has a lot of like a lot of powerful Pokemon, and you have to make sure you win through all of them. So let's say you use Substitute first turn, you have to drop your HP by below 1 out of 4th. So you're getting 1 out of 4th of maximize your HP. So it's not exactly something you can withstand all the way. So you're losing, but you pretty much can only use Substitute. Maybe like only like let's say only up to 4 Pokemon or 3 maybe. So you have 2 or 3, you have 3 Pokemon remaining to get through, and you have to one-shot it all the way. You could maybe run like Citrus Berry, but that's not gonna much really help you all the way because they're probably gonna spam and use like something very powerful to one-shot you, and yeah, it's not something you can really hope the best that it's not gonna hope the best that it's not gonna one-shot it, but it probably will. So you probably will need Protect in case that happens because of it, and yeah, that's pretty much it really. So you could run maybe like Sticky Web off the field, maybe you can get the speed advantage, but that's only if you want to do it. For this build, I was running obviously a more of a static condition Ampharos set for this set, and this one is obviously a max speed, max health with timid nature, try to get the most speed out of it. Oh yeah, I also have I don't think I had Zap Cannon before. I think I only had up to Thunder Wave, Electro Web, and Dragon Tail as my only move. I think I forgot to add another move on the set, and maybe I had to do another battle a couple trainers because of it. I ended up doing it, but I don't think it didn't much matter. So yeah, but yeah, so I tried a couple battles with this set, and a lot of people really didn't really much bother, or like if they see me using this set or not, they're just gonna spam win this one and do that. So I'm thinking, well, maybe I can run like a red card set if they're gonna spam using like a super effective move and stuff like that, and maybe I could have run like something like bulky one, like I'm running a max health, max defensive one, or special defensive one, but that only relies on you outspeeding the Pokemon. So you need something to put up the challenge, and I felt, well, from the way you can drop their speed. Static can do it, but you need a physical attacking Pokemon to use it. And then I have also Electro Web to drop the speed by 1 if that case happens. I have Dragon Tail to just make them automatically swapped if they start set up and stuff. So we don't even get ourselves back swept. And if they rage quit again, they rage quit. So yeah. So I ended up thinking maybe that could be a good set for the Tinkaton set. And that's pretty much it for the strategy. So another one I was actually thinking about before the Tinkaton, I actually have 4 sets based around it that I kind of wanted to show you people before I sort of end up the the sweep and show you people some move pool, how to run the Tinkaton set in case you want to try it yourself. And yeah, this thing has a lot of base around attacking moves, so let me show you. So this is a Choice Scarf set. This has this Tinkaton has Tinkaton. Yeah, that actually happened. It has Gigaton Hammer, Ice Hammer, Play Rough, and Stone Edge, and it is a max attack, 132 for speed, and 127 for 124 for HP. Because if in case you want to outspeed, I mean, you can obviously outspeed with a Choice Scarf, most of Pokemon out of the way. And because of that, you're probably going to need some little bit more bulk in case you're going to run a Choice Scarf set. So you probably need some little bit extra bulk. I mean, you could run maybe like a little more defensively one, but more people run a more of a HP one because HP is similar to it's kind of just similar as the similar to like using a bulky one, like a bulky set, but it just gives you more HP. So you can run maybe like a defensively one. I mean, it's not the greatest on the physical defense, so I think HP probably is the best out of all options. So yeah, you have Gigaton Hammer to do lots of damage to the opponent, but then again, you have a huge problem. You have a 1 chance risk with it because with Choice Scarf you can't use it twice, so I'm pretty sure you'll automatically struggle if you try to use it again, and I don't think it will allow you to use a different move unless you're pretty much locked into the Choice Scarf. I'm not sure if the game will allow you to use a different move if your Choice Scarf is like Choice Scarf. I'm pretty sure you have to switch it into something else. I'm pretty sure, or unless obviously a Gigaton Hammer will affect next turns, or will recover from the next turn. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah. So you have an Ice Hammer for that for the other Hammer move, which is kind of almost similar to it, but just ice. And yeah, it also drops your opponent's speed. So if you want to need something to drop their speed, Ice Hammer can do that. We have Stone Miss or Stone Edge to get a high roll crit, and Play Rough for a stab fairy type. which is pretty much that's how I run or how I would run a Tinkaton set with Scarf set. Another set I was running is a the most epic set in the world, which is a special set, which Tinkaton definitely needs some more love with special set, as you can tell. And yeah, so this is a choice spec set with own tempo as the obviously as the ability. So yeah, because if in case we need some special attacking Tinkaton, you got yourself one here. Strange enough, it only gets 4 move pool on the special set. It doesn't get any better moves than this. So it only gets Draining Kiss, Steel Beam, Terra Blast, and also Flash Cannon. So Flash Cannon and Steel Beam are the same thing, but just one of them drops your HP by 50%, and Flash Cannon drops your opponent's special defense by a 10% if there is a chance. Then we got also Draining Kiss to heal yourself by by 75%, dealt by the user. It only has 50 base power, so it's not super strong, but it's pretty handy if you want to try to run that one if you want to. But yeah, that's only if you want to. So yeah. Then we got Terra Blast, which is obviously we all know what Terra Blast does. It's pretty much hidden power, but it's for Terras. So yeah. Actually, I just realized why does Game Freak add Terra Blast, but not Hidden Power? I mean, they are almost exactly the same thing. I mean, all you have to do is make sure all you have to do is just make sure you have the right the right type on the specific Pokemon who was born with the Hidden Power, which could be helpful. But then again, Terra Blast is potentially a Terra typing move, which if you don't know, Terra Blast does. It's a normal type move, and it can be turned into a specific type. It turns to the specific type if you tear yourself into a specific user. So I would say tear yourself into a water type. Let's say like that. That can counter most super effective move Pokemon, like like it can counter like fire type, ground type, rock type if they feel like it too. Obviously. Obviously it can counter like stuff like actually that's pretty much it. Actually, most of them are just more of a ground type levels, but yeah. So yeah, you can tear yourself into that and maybe potentially out one shot them because of it. Just because it just feels like naturally good. You could potentially like tear yourself into something something else like say maybe grass for water type and all that stuff, but I don't think there's any water type ones swapping into a Tinkaton if they're going to be facing against a grass typing Tinkaton. And even if it's a grass type one, it only has a super effective against grass. I'm sorry, rock, water, ground, and okay, makes sense. Okay, but yeah, I'm thinking water type one is probably the best one because yeah, there could be a lot of potential people who want to use speedy fire type Pokemon like Talonflame and all this some sort of stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can say from there. So yeah, this is not a strong Tinkaton, but I would say you run this one if you want to try like a strong meme set. So yeah, that's a very good example. Speaking of memes, here's a meme one right here. And this meme set is a it's a very kind of complicated but also kind of funny set. And let me show you exactly how to run this one. So this Tinkaton set is a max health, 164 for attack, and a 92 special defense with Careful Nature. It has Rest, Sleep Talk, Thunder Wave, and Gigaton Hammer set. Which is obviously it's one of the signature move. So yeah, this is obviously more of a tanky one. Obviously, it has Leftovers the item. It has Mold Breaker as ability because if you want to try and ignore its abilities for the others, you can try that. And that's it really. So you use Thunder Wave to put your opponents paralyzed. Rest, Sleep Talk to try and get a Gigaton Hammer, and pretty much it. However, the only problem is this, that you only have 8 power moves if you want to do it, you want to take the risk or not, but that's only if you want to do it. But I'm not saying that set is guaranteed 100% will give you a full win with this set, but it's only for memes. So, so yeah, if you're a meme type, here you are. Here's a good one. I also gave this one as a Terra Ground because there's a potential high chance that opponents can come up and just spam their steel. I'm sorry, steel. Their fire or maybe like ground type or poison type. But then again, you have already steel type, correct? But what if you can troll the opponent and go yourself into a ground type, making them have to hit them with a poison type? And poison type moves isn't exactly like there's not many people who wants to use a poison type strong type move with it. There's only like, for example, the only most common Pokemon who used a poison type for their team is, let me exactly show you people. Oops, wrong Pokemon. That's for a different time. It is, oh my God, sorry, wrong one. There we go. So yeah, this is exactly one. Poison. Let me go ahead and click it up, and it is Iron Moth for one of them. Cloudsire. Let's see where is the next one. Another one is toxicity. I can't really much say them better than that. And one of the new ones, Toxapex. Just kidding. It's not new, but yeah, most people would run those Pokemon, and you can also see people run like Limora, and there was one time I saw someone using a Rivaroom. I'm probably gonna have to do a Rivaroom sweep soon, but yeah, that's the only poison type that you can see in battles, and yeah, it's pretty much it. So yeah, I'm not saying this Pokemon still needs to be ground type in order to do it. I mean, grounds resist poison anyways, and since you have Rest and Thunder Wave, you could potentially maybe withstand a couple hits and hope the best you can get a Gigaton Hammer. And I'm not sure Sleep Talk will actually activate another Gigaton Hammer or not. I don't think the mechanic will allow you to do it, but if you want to try it yourself, go ahead and do it. So yeah, but yeah, excuse me. And the last set is probably the one set that I was able to use on my sweep, but I replaced it with Rock Tomb, or Stone Edge with Rock Tomb. So now, this is the set that Pimpnite used on his sweep. I'm not saying this set is actually exactly what you want to run this one, but I think I replaced one of its moves to a different one, but let me quickly double check that one in case that is true or not. But yeah, let me see here. So no, it's not. It's a mold breaker one. So it's a mold breaking set instead of pickpocket one. But for this set, you can try and run this one as well if you want to do it or not. But like, you can decide yourself. So yeah, you can run a max. This is a max. You can run a max attack. Oh wait, this sorry, wrong set then. It's a jolly one, but yeah, let me actually replace it so you people can see, for example, right here. But yeah, it's only 8 options if you want to run or not. But this is exactly how people could run, how he run it. And if you're watching this, you're a legend. But yeah, this is actually how he run it. But if I would replace his set and try a different set, I would obviously run this one as a Adamant Nature one instead of a Jolly one, because you need, if you want to try a more stronger set, this is the set right here. So he replaced it with Jolly, and he tried and replaced it with Pickpocket with a Mold Breaker. So that's exactly what he did. So yeah, his set is pretty much simple as well as mine. He is running a max attack, max speed with obviously the set was Jolly Nature. He has Salic Berry, and the moveset are exactly the same as my my own Tinkaton, but it had Stone Edge as the as his other move. So I think it was trying to get the accuracy of just try to get the try to get the lucky accuracy 80 accuracy hit, and potentially hopefully get a critical hit with the move, and that's pretty much it. So but yeah, I would not say this Pokemon is kind of overpowered with the Steel type move. Because it's not a super fast Pokemon, I would say this thing can still be a bit more complicated to do in an own sweep with that thing. But yeah, I'm not saying this thing is super powerful and super tanky with this move pool. But I would say it is an average good Pokemon to try it out for your team. So if you want to use it for your team, Here's the time right now. And that's pretty much it, really. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the Tinkaton sweep there. I'm pretty sure there will be one more sweep before I move on to some other more sweep. Maybe I will put up another one. I'm not sure. Like I said, these sweeps are taking a lot of time for me to decide if I want to do or not. So be patient when they happen. So yeah, but that's pretty much it for Tinkaton's strategy. Hope you guys enjoy this one, and yeah, peace out.